Hello everyone, this is just going to be a ramble video. I don't know how long it'll be. Maybe short, maybe long. And this will be the final installment of this chapter of my problems with BionicDance. Much because of an act on her part in blocking me, I can't really assess the situation anymore. You see, because I had a point to the last two videos I made about her. That point was her practice of promoting her videos by spamming them into each and every group that has the word atheism in it on Facebook in a way that only promotes her own videos. She never interacts any other way and is pretty much without follow-up, is detrimental to those groups because people, a lot of them, are members of multiple groups. They get, email pings from these groups, and if they get too many pings from the same people, they tend to look at those groups and look at the content, and if it's only self-promotion, they'll just turn off the notifications on it and never go to the group again. And this hurts the groups. That was the point. Now, since making that point twice, I haven't heard much of a response to the point that would make me think that this is a practice that is actually good for those groups. I've heard that maybe I should post more in those groups if I care so much. That's getting close. But no one has actually defended the practice and said, oh, this is a good thing. Except for BionicDance's, well, it's the same subject as, what's in the title of the group, so then it's okay. And so then when I posted a picture and tagged her in it so it would show up on her page feed, and I listed in the description of the picture a bunch of videos about BionicDance, she untags herself and blocks me. Much like I think those groups should block her, because there is a detrimental effect to her posts that I can see, just like there was a detrimental effect to her from my post that she could see. And that's why she acted the way she did. And that's what I would implore everyone to do, because, you see, I have no dog in this fight now. I'm blocked from seeing BionicDance's posts on Facebook, but that doesn't mean that I'm not still affected by her posts, because they are still killing the groups that I would like to be a part of on Facebook, that many other people would like to be a part of and actually have genuine engagements, because people are turning off notifications on those groups because of her actions. All of that is the core of my problem with her today, or this week, right? Now, I have had other videos about her arguments in the past, and they have come up. Such to say that I just have a bias against her. We've locked horns before. And that would be dodging the issue that I'm bringing up right now. This video is pretty much a response to two videos I was sent. One by Exiled, and these videos were by Robert Wallace, and I was supposed to look at the comments, and then there was a live hangout. Now, if you can spend an entire hour, both in the video is like 20 minutes and then a portion of that hour-long hangout. If you can spend a whole hour talking about this new drama, then why hasn't anyone discussed in that time why posting to these groups with this self-promotion is beneficial to them and why I'm wrong? Because you don't want to bring attention to that. You want to obfuscate. And you can do it by saying, oh, this has suspicious timing. It seems like it came out of nowhere. which sounds a lot like Christian arguments, like you've gone along with this stuff, for so long. How dare you speak up now? Yeah, it's fallacious reasoning. Talk about why somebody is now chiming in and say that they're dating someone else, and that's why they're now part of the discussion. Not that they're actually interested in the discussion on its merits. If they're dating someone else that's also interested, then they have no merit to what they're saying. Telling me I need to get a life. This was a couple posts saying that I'm a self-admitted troll and that I like drama. Still not addressing that core thing that I brought up this week, okay, about self-promoting spam in multiple groups with no interaction other than promoting yourself. No one's talking about that. They'll talk about, you've had a problem with this person before. They'll talk about multiple people are now complaining because of what you did. They're ganging up on BionicDance. They're all dogpiling. Still, not addressing the core issue. In all of this, I was really reminded of a Jim Jeffries joke at the end of one of his sets where he would say, I've talked about the muzzies and the lesbians, and I was, being very violent with my jokes about them, but then when I talk about Christians, now you're upset, And I'll leave a link to that in the description box, because I do feel like it really does express how I'm feeling right now, because I've heard that I'm being condescending and too authoritative, like, what gives me the right to correct this, And I rather think that everyone has a right to speak up when they see something that's wrong. But if being condescending is the problem, that's what is at issue, then why hasn't anyone said anything about the last 100 videos I made? Why is it a problem now? Oh, because it's something being used against someone in your subgroup. Just like the Jim Jeffries joke. And yeah, the people that I'm using this tone with are actually notorious for using it, and I could be forgiven for using this tone with them if you were to look at how they speak and then think, well, he's just speaking to them on their level, This is how BionicDance understands things, or at least that's how she tries to explain things to others. So, yeah, I know two wrongs don't make a right, but you have to understand that part of setting the tone of a conversation with BionicDance is seeing how she speaks to people and then meeting her there. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to assess this situation any further now that I've been blocked. I will still have groups that I'm in on Facebook be hurt by her posts, but I won't see them. So this is why it's important for me to speak up now one more time, just to let everyone else know that if you see a post like this and it's hurting the group that you would like to interact with, then you need to say something, right? Complaining that now multiple people are now aware of this and now it's a dog pile. Well, maybe multiple people have had groups that they've been in killed and their platform and their voice lessened because of this. And it needs to be fixed. And you can throw in any sort of logical fallacy or ad hom, to just obfuscate from that core issue. That's fine. You know, some of them I'll agree with, some of them I won't. But if you're not addressing that issue, then how can you have an hour long of content? I mean, I don't think that I could skate around an issue without meeting it head on for that long. Wow. So, to be clear, my issue this week with BionicDance was self-promoting spam that is non-engagement spam that is just thrown out there into groups, and how it makes people turn off their notifications on the groups because they don't like the content, they don't like being spammed with the same notification from all of these groups that they wanted to be a part of. That is my problem. If anyone has an argument that this is actually good for the groups, please chime in. Please. That's the response I'm waiting for. I'll watch any response, but that's the response I'm waiting for on that. But the reason why this is the last word is because I can't assess the situation anymore. I'm blocked. And now it's on you guys. If I have a problem with her content in the future, it'll be because somebody sent it to me. You know, because a lot of us are blocked on all fronts. And if you see a long period of time go by, it's because we're not subscribed to their main forms of putting things out because we get blocked for having problems with their arguments, you know. I know I've said this before like 2 or 3 years ago, but I'll bring it up again. I would like to see a list of how many people BionicDance has blocked, just as a ratio versus the people that are now being shouted down for speaking up, you know. That's one way to win an argument, I guess. Just go, bing, don't have to ever hear from you again. But that doesn't fix the problem. You know, it doesn't help the movement that, you know, we're trying to say that you're hurting. You know, it doesn't address the thing that we're arguing about. It doesn't. It just says, bing, la 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 la. And the same people will make videos about other people saying la 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 la, or you're ad homming me, or that's a logical fallacy. If one of them would address the issue of spam in Facebook groups that is not engagemental, it is not meant for people to engage with, it's just meant to self-promote, and how it turns off notifications because people get tired of the spam. If somebody can actually argue how that is good, then they'll be addressing what I brought up. If not, yeah. Free thinker on ice. I will now go get more of a life. A little sunburn right now from my life, but I'll go get more of it. Yeah, that's about all.